so that if the medicine is stolen and sent to a pharmacy, Dr. Kasama can go and stand at the pharmacy and say, this is from government company. This was going on, I thought, up to now, only to realize last year that it has been discontinued. And I regret why I didn't send that particular minister to jail instead of, but then you are long gone. Can you imagine? I want a healthy country. And if you have a healthy country, it's a wealthy country. And somebody wants to line his or her pockets at the detriment of sick people, I am not going to tolerate that. So, I was shocked. Now, most of the equipment at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, I say, were obsolete. It's okay. Not only will I bring doctors, but I'll also bring biomedical engineers. Guess what? They found brand new machines, equipment that are vital for surgery and other things that can be found in any high-class hospital, lying in a store, gathering dust. And then I got word that they wanted to sell it, but the buyer asked where it was purchased from, and it was told that it was the president who went on from one of his overseas missions. He bought it, and the guy said, do you think I want to go to jail? So the guy refused to buy it. Now, as we speak, we have the biomedical engineers there fixing up this equipment. And I told the Minister of Health to go around and see for himself what is happening elsewhere. If they can misbehave just next door to State House, imagine what they will do in your village, Sintet. He went around and he was shocked with what he has seen. But he decided to warn them. I have no objections to that. But if they fail to heed his warning and the patients continue to die unnecessarily or are not attended to, his head will roll as a minister. If you look at all the ministries, the Ministry of Health has the highest turnover of dismissed ministers. And I'll continue the trend, not only health, but from now, all the ministers, if you don't want to work, go home. Simple and straightforward. This is not a conscript army where you are obliged to serve. So, up to today, what I have found at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital has shocked me. That's the only most negative part of the year. But I'm going to clean it. A bulldozer leaves a lot of things under. I'm going to use razor wire, detergent. The strongest detergent is what I'm going to use. Use a bulldozer, a grader, and then a compacting machine to make sure that even grass will not grow there. But if you think that that's only for the hospitals, that applies to the entire civil service. All the services of this government. If you think the salary is small, go home. Because I don't think you'll be happy to know that your uncle, or your father, or your brother, or your mother, or sister died at the operating table because they couldn't provide enough oxygen. How much does it cost? When we have provided for them a world-class oxygen plant. Even when it came, and the WHO resident then came and saw it, he said, this is a big step forward. But other areas also, the police, they still continue their malpractices despite the fact that it has been used. So also the army. I have to put my foot down to make sure that some people were court-martialed for misbehavior. So if I don't spare the army, I don't spare the police.
So indiscipline is a problem?
I'm not going to tolerate it. You have zero tolerance for indiscipline. And I used to give 3 warnings. Now I'll give you 1.5. By the time it is 2, you are either going to jail, you are going to be prosecuted and sent to jail, or you are going home for good. And as from now also, those who are sitting down there thinking that, oh, I didn't do anything wrong, I was sent home, to hell with you, I'm not going to bring you back. Gone are the days where people appeal to me out of sympathy and out of consideration for their families. I let them come back, I give them a chance. Guess what? When they are given a chance, they would not accept the fact that somebody pleaded on their behalf. They say, this law, definitely, President dafa def mistake, mu realize ne defuma dara mu delo. Now, if I dismiss you also and you tell me that you have been hard-working, good. When you are hard-working, you stayed in the system. But when you became less serious and became more corrupt, you go home. So don't even write to me and tell me I'm the only breadwinner. Well, if you are a breadwinner and the bread is no longer there, you can be the firewood winner and feed your family. I am not going to dismiss anybody now and bring you back, no matter what your position is. So those who would write to appeal, I think the best appeal is to appeal to whatever they are to you, your uncle, your father, your mother, or your whatever he is to you or she is to you. Appeal to them to do what is right. I will go back to the national anthem for the Gambia, our homeland. We strive to work and pray. And then we have pledge to protect the common good. The common good is what people think that, oh, these are government funds, they don't belong to anybody, so it's fair game for anybody to take. If you do that, you are asking for trouble. And we're also going to change some of the laws. Because if you take somebody to court only for him to be given 2 years, this is unacceptable. Because what he did will destroy hundreds of thousands of lives in this country. You think I'm a fool? I don't want money. I want money. So if I can spend money to pay students without even asking for their parents' political affiliation, I see no reason why somebody will sit down there and divert those funds and deprive young. You think I'm stupid? I don't want my money. So attitudes really have to change. For the health and agriculture, there will be no compromise. You see, complete zero tolerance for anything. So don't say, oh, let me wait for you are won once. And if you expect